Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix for PRL. And look at that. Such a close championship between the top three. We have a slight advantage over Murph and Dubsy at the moment. And here in the streets of Monaco, we've taken a provisional pole position with 15.3 there, just there over Murph. But Huso goes and wallops that with a 13.9. But as you'll see, I don't believe that was a legit lap. I believe some severe wall riding was involved at Rascasse. I'll explain that further later, but we do botch a complete... well, it was a mega lap up until that point. It would have been easily my PB. We were well up there. But here is the best lap I managed to put in for second on the grid, which was really pole due to Huso's indiscretion. Nice line there through turn 1 and up the hill. Look at that, just nicking the curb there, perfect line there. Quite nice with that. We did have a slight contact with the wall though. Purple in sector 1, so Huso's advantage not quite there, so difficult to see where he's gaining a whole second in the rest of the lap. Quite close to the wall there at Portier, but not quite hitting it. Through the tunnel now. This is of course checkered flags out, so this lap will be the final lap opportunity of the session. Not quite apexing the chicane perfectly, but at least not getting corner cutting, as they're probably very close to doing so. Contact with the wall through to back, but no harm done. 5/10s up, and follow that bollard. And here we go around Rascasse without touching any walls. And then the final corner, Anthony Nodes, just missing the inside wall there. And applying DRS, we're going to come to the line for a 15.0. And a full second off Huso. So we're going to have a look here at the splits. Here is Huso's. Look at that, a 16.9 on his pole lap in the final sector. That compared with an 18.1 as his second best. And you look here at mine, and 17.8 is my best. And indeed, no one else was anywhere near him in that final sector. And doing some testing, we realised that it was only possible to get that sort of time with wall riding. Later in the week we also saw that guys in AOR's F1 who managed to do 13s in qualifying were only doing 17.5s in the final sector. So, that was pretty disappointing. With Big Ox's disconnection, it actually says that Huso's second on the grid, so at least he doesn't get that credit for that pole on the grid at least. We're going to go straight past him though, and up into the lead around the outside of Saint-Devot. Contact with the wall though, but we are through, and it's a bit of a Jacko train after that actually. We'll see that in a couple of laps when the others file past Huso, but unfortunately we already lose Cena and Cart Dude to add to Big Ox's disconnection, and really unfortunate we're having a lot of disconnections. We had the usual 3 restarts for this race as well, becoming the norm for this league. And on lap 7 you'll see there that Dubsy, Murph and I have made a huge break from the rest of the field, the 3 championship leaders again fighting it out at the front. There's a bit of contact there, and I think that was Murph passing Dubsy and having a bit of a nibble at our rear. But that wasn't anything compared to lap 10.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 15 minutes time. 15 minutes.
Lovely roadblock there. Police would be very proud of us there.
Your tyres are getting too hot. Try to ease off in the corner.
And yeah, tyres weren't so good after that, but we continue, and Dubsy enters the pits, the first leader to pit on lap 12, and that affords him quite a large undercut, as Murph and I believe, pit 3 laps later on lap 15. Yeah, here it is. In we go. And we're going to put on more options. Hope to get to that rain phase on this set of options. Dubsy, of course, coming out with quite a large lead, 6.3 seconds at the first sector split. And we do work to charge that down and get that down to about 4 seconds before things start to even out. That was the fastest lap there, a 15.4, remember that, because Huso goes and demolishes that with a 14.9, and curiously, on that lap, Murph reported being caught by him by 2 seconds in the last sector alone. So I wonder what happened there at Rascasse. Anyhow, it's now lap 24, and we slightly cut the Nouvelle chicane, get a penalty. Not really going to say that was undeserved, as I went through that chicane a couple of times, struggling to pull it up there actually. Quite difficult to turn that corner. And to punctuate that bad lap 24, we put on intermediate tyres a bit too early. This game continues to fool me with weather and when exactly to go onto wetter tyres than say going from dries to inters and from inters to wets. And you see here that I'm not getting any turn at all and I'm getting slightly sideways. I've definitely made the wrong decision here. Now, I've not only given up second to Murph, but also maybe third to Huzo. So that's less than positive. But Huzo, a couple of laps later, does lose connection. So perhaps a bit of karma coming around from his qualifying. And now people ahead are starting to pit a full 4 laps later than I did. Not much happened for the rest of the race other than lapping traffic. And HS, what a fantastic job getting out of the way that was. That was actually fantastic. Dubsy wins the race with Murph coming home second, and my mistake in the pit phase means I'm going to come home third and lose the championship lead and also second in the championship. It was so close. So well done to Dubsy there, pretty good drive. And yeah, roll on Canada. We'll try and get that championship lead back.
Third on podium. Well done. Good race.
The standings are now up on your screen. And look at that, really close. So, I've been Jacko. I'll see you guys next time.